an excellent opportunity for us to catch up. Oh, yes. It is Nun Sense and Sister Mary Delores, Gatliff, Director of Evangelization at Christ the King, joining us right now. And good morning, Sister.
Good morning,
How are
Sister.
you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Very good.
After a beautiful weekend, huh?
Yeah, and we've been treated to the Gospel of John in our Gospels lately, and a lot to reflect on there, huh?
Yes, and that is what has been just striking me over the last few weeks. Those words Jesus spoke to the apostles the night before he died. And I can't imagine the emotions of the apostles as they were listening to those words and also remembering Jesus predicting he was going to be dying. And then he's saying, I want you to have fullness of life and joy. So their emotions, sadness, grief, fear, anxiety, wondering, how could they remain hopeful after the events of Good Friday? But then we see, after the resurrection, when Jesus appeared to them, he spoke some of those same words. Peace be with you. Do not be afraid. Their grief was turned into joy. Fear gave way to courage. We read, these scared men locked in that room just, several days after Jesus died. Then immediately they were proclaiming Jesus, healing in his name, rejoicing that they had to suffer persecution for the sake of the name. So all these emotions, I was trying to put myself in their place, saying, how could they have gone on with all this mix of emotions and feelings? And they must have often recalled Jesus' words that he said to them that night before he died. And then I was reflecting on my own personal life, and I think all of us probably have, the many emotions that stir in our hearts over a week's time. I was reflecting just on the past week, a week or two, really, the sadness and grief over the death of beloved Pope Francis. We all experienced that. Feelings of being lost without a shepherd. And then that changed into great joy over the election of our new Holy Father, Pope Leo. And that must have been something of what the apostles felt. And in some things that happened to me personally, I had great joy at a graduation party of a great niece. And another time, disappointment and hurt as a family member caused some division in our family. Empathy while visiting a cousin going through chemo treatments right now for cancer. I was privileged to sit with one of our sisters in hospice care and actually to be there as she peacefully breathed her last breath. Mix of emotions. Just yesterday, the joy and energy I felt working in the yard, planting flowers after this whole past week of rain. Compassion as I prayed with a person who was waiting a serious surgery. The list could go on, and for each of you, too, thinking back on your past week, you could name many feelings similar to what the apostles felt so long ago. I find it helpful, while I'm feeling these emotions, to call on the name of Jesus when I'm in those situations, whether joyful or disappointing. Jesus, be with me. Jesus, give me courage. Jesus, fill me with the peace that you promised me. I invite you to do the same when you're feeling anxiety or fear or sadness. Recall those words of Jesus. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Remain in me. Ask whatever you want, and it will be done for you.
Oh, Sister, thank you so much.